This message is particularly for our MBA colleges. As you know, GTU has been making a major effort to see that we are able to develop a new MBA program for the 21st century. We have worked hard and we have succeeded in developing a program which is probably one of the best in the country. But having a program does not mean much unless we are able to deliver it well and unless our students are able to participate and become more competent. For this purpose, we had started last year an effort to involve all the MBA college directors in the committees which we have created along with industries. We call those committees as GTU Innovation Circles. Every single MBA college director is a member of one of the 25 circles. They are supposed to therefore interact with the industry people, and there are at least 500 industry leaders who are members of our committees. So the directors are supposed to get in touch with the industry people, to become familiar with them, to see that those people are able to help our students gain some experience in the industry. However, most of these industries are obviously the brick and mortar industries. And since we are dealing with usually the chief executives of these industries, so we do not really have access there to specifically the functions in which MBA students may be interested. Functions like HR, functions like marketing or financial services. So therefore we thought that something more has to be done specifically for MBA colleges. On 25th June 2011, we organized a meeting of MBA college directors with the industry people from HR, from financial services and from marketing. As many as 65 persons attended that particular meeting. Many of the experts, many of the industry people were from Bombay and from other places who had come all the way to Ahmedabad to attend this particular important meeting. At the meeting we have created 3 skills councils. The 3 skills councils are: 1, a skills council in financial services, a skills council in marketing, and a skills council in HR and organizational structures. The purpose of these skills councils is that the MBA colleges should get in touch with directly the practitioners of these arts. For example, we have brought in the people from HR and professors in HR, and they are supposed to jointly chair various committees of human resources. We have then split each one of these skills councils into multiple sectoral panels. There are in all 27 sectoral panels, 12 of them for financial services, 8 of them for HR and organizational structures, and 7 in 7 in marketing. Now, in all of these 27 panels, there is a professor from one of the MBA colleges who is the co-chair, and there is an industry leader in the particular area who is the second co-chair. So every sectoral panel is chaired by one person from one of the MBA colleges of GTU, and the other one is from the industry. What is the purpose of these sectoral panels? The purpose is that we should get in touch with the entire spectrum of industry in this specific area, and then we should invite them for giving talks, for giving seminars. We should work with them to study those industries. Now that's a very important part of our job. The idea is that when a student studies, let's say, a particular aspect of financial services, then he should go and work in the particular industry for some time. He may work in the evenings, on Saturdays, Sundays if possible, or alternatively, the director of the school may organize his timetable in such a way that there are some 3 or 4 days available sometime during the semester when the students can go to that particular industry and do immersion studies. The idea is that you should not only study what is there in the textbooks, you should also see what is there on the ground. What is it that the businesses and industries are doing in the specific field in which you have an interest? And I guess every student will have an interest in at least one of the 27 sectoral panels. So we want that every student should go to the industry, should work with the industry people, and should ensure that he learns not only something which is given in the books, not only something which he discusses with his professors, which are of course valuable, but he should also do something more. He should study something which is happening in the industry right in his own field. The idea is that every student who gets a GTU parchment for MBA should be industry ready. He should be able to serve the industry from day one. He should be able to join the industry while running. It should not be required that a GTU MBA has to be trained for months before he becomes useful. We want him to be useful from day one. Of course, when you get into a job, you have to learn a great many things. But then, you should be able to do something for the industry or the business which you have joined from day one. That is the objective. That will ensure that our graduates will start getting salaries which should be appropriate. We do not want you to get employed at low salaries. We want you to be employed at good salaries from day one, and that will happen only when you become useful. There is one thing more that I want to tell you. Now, that is not relating to these skills councils. For the skills council, yes, you have to work, your director has to work, your professors have to work, so that you can benefit from the skills councils. Just because we have created the skills councils, they are not going to benefit you. They will benefit you when you really decide to take advantage of it. And therefore, the whole college has to work to ensure that this facility which has been created by GTU can be of advantage to you. But I want to talk to you about something more. Please understand that you are competing with the best in the world. You are competing with other MBA colleges, and of course you have to try to approximate, at least if not exceed, what is happening, let's say, in the best of colleges in India. But then the situation is that in most of the MBA colleges of GTU, the number of hours which you utilize for your studies, for your work, for your case studies, for your assignments is much less than the number of hours which a student in a good college does. For example, in an IIM, a student works more or less for 14 hours a day. In fact, I understand that in some subjects the classes are taken at midnight. In fact, Dr. Abdul Kalam came and he took classes from I guess midnight to 4 a.m. So students are working 14 hours a day, and now if in our MBA colleges we are going to work for 5 hours a day and expect a decent salary, it's not going to happen. We have to work as hard as the students in the best of the colleges, or probably harder than them. Then only we can expect a good salary. What is a good salary that we expect? The target that I have set is, if you are paying in a semester a salary of 20,000 rupees, a fee of 20,000 rupees, then the minimum salary that you must get is 20,000 rupees a month. If you are paying 40,000, well, you must get a minimum salary of 40,000. So your semester fee must be the minimum level that you must get every month. If you are able to get that, if your college is able to place you in such a job, I would say you are a success. If you are not able to get it, that means there is still a shortcoming and we have to work hard to ensure that you get the proper job. Of course, getting a proper job means you are useful to them, accordingly. There is no business or industry which is going to give you donation every month, month after month, and give you a high salary. They will give you a high salary when you are useful to them. So therefore, we have to make ourselves useful, and then you will find the salary will be automatically there. Let's try to build our competence. Let's try to see that every one of the MBA students of GTU is competent enough to serve the industry and the country. Thank you.